I am back. I don't remember. I think I have to talk to the guild master real quick. So let me see about that. If not, then I'll just have to go to the next place. Let's talk to the guild master here. We're safe now thanks to you, Mega Man. Now we can open the ruins for you. The ruins are full of water. You'll need this if you want to explore them. Rebreather. Well, knock yourself out. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Mega Man. Take this as a thing. It's been passed down in my family for years. Firecracker. I think you'll get more use of it than I will. Alright, so I can go into the ruins now. I don't think that's the ruins that I was in before. I don't remember there being any water. But that's just what I need. This game isn't already fucking annoying enough as it is with the like flying bullshit and the enemies you can't lock onto and all that shit. Now I need to add underwater portions, which I'm sure are going to be handled just as atrociously as humanly possible. Alright, let me check with roll really quick and see if I can upgrade any of my stuff, and then I will head to the ruins. So, I was able to make that just the hydrojets. I don't know if that's like a foot part or... Yeah, let's just do. Allows Mega Man to use jet skates underwater. Alright. That seems mediocre, but... Let's see here. Alright, let me find these ruins, guys, and then I will be right back. Oh, I just fell in a giant hole in the middle of town, so I'm assuming this is the ruins.
The second key is in here somewhere. Be careful, Mega Man.
Yep.
Don't rush things. This is a really complex structure. Be careful you don't get lost.
I won't. Or maybe I will. Who knows? Yes, I do want to go down. So these guys before they start combo hitting me. Got this shit. Ah, god damn it. Am I even targeted on him? I think I'm targeted on the guy back there. But this game's targeting is so backwards ass that it couldn't even target on that one and was letting me hit the one in front of it. Oh well. Anything along the walls here? Nope.
There's something that looks like a large cliff in the room ahead of you. I'm not picking up any Reaver bots.
You're not picking up any Reaver bots? I'm literally shooting one as you're saying that. Do your damn job, Roll. Those guys suck because they have the giant explosions. The combat, like, just swings between being really boring and frustratingly hard. Like, there's no middle ground in this game. It's a shame, like I said, the first one, I wasn't crazy about the first one, but like, it had potential. It's a shame to see it wasted. Like, I'm trying to think if there are any other franchises that I know of off the top of my head that, that I was really hoping the sequel would be awesome and were just butt. On the ground. Yeah. Oh shit! That's not what I meant to do, but I'm glad there was something there. I can think of games that like I really wish that they had a sequel, but didn't get one, like Guitaru Man, which I believe Mega Man was voiced
like
by.
There's a door above you, but it's too high for you to jump to. Look around and see if there's anything you could
I
climb.
mean, I just came from that place. Yeah, Guitar Man was an awesome game. I believe the voice of the main character was the voice of, I want to say, of Mega Man in the last one. It's been a while since I played Mega Man Legends 1. But, yeah, Guitar Man should have had a sequel. They got a port.
That step's really high. Too high for you to jump. If there was something around there you could stand on, maybe you could
Like
get
a
over
giant box designated for that very purpose. Why can't I pick it up? Pick it up! Am I pushing the wrong button? No. Alright, maybe I can't pick this thing up. That's weird. That's what this grip is for. Unless it's empty, I'm out of juice. I didn't fill up with the monkey. We'll see. If I pick up like blue gems, it'll refill it, so we might have to come back for that one. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some other games that did not get proper sequels. Sluice control access. Do you want to flood floor B2? Yes.
It looks like the floor beneath you is filled with water.
Alright, now I can swim. Good thing Mega Man's a robot and not a human, because he'd probably drown in there. Although I did just get a rebreather, right? Which seems like I wouldn't need if I'm a robot. Why would robots need to breathe? Oh, I forgot I had this. Hydrojets. Okay. Now I can do this. Terranigma
Maybe
comes
something's
to mind.
changed now that this area is filled with water. Since things are lighter
Secret of
in water,
Evermore.
you can pick up things you weren't able to before.
These are games that should have had sequels. Oh great, I moved extra slow. Fantastic. Not quite. I might need the other box. Jesus Christ, you fall so slow. Guys, this is gonna be excruciating. This is why no one likes water levels. No one's like, oh sweet, there's a fucking water level? Awesome. Because water levels are always trash. In every game ever made, they're always trash. If you can think of one good water level, put it in the fucking comments. Even like Donkey Kong Country, which had like awesome water level music, I still wouldn't say the water levels are awesome. They're tolerable. Same with like slippery ice platforming. No one's like, oh man, I love that shit. Oh, that's fucking fair. I moved so fucking slow. Do I shoot slower? It seems like it. How is there fiery explosions underwater? I'm not igniting any oil or anything. Or grease. Great. I shoot so slow that I can't even stun these guys. So the already slow process of killing this guy becomes even slower. I might just skip until like, you know what? Fuck these guys. Can I get away from them? That didn't work out quite as well as I had planned. God, it takes so fucking long. Why did they think this was a good idea? What were they fucking thinking? Even moving the camera is a fucking chore. Like, I get slowing it down, but did they have to put it at a snail's pace? Like... Well, he's not slowed down, that's fair. fucking fair. Gonna get hit here. And the thing is like the dashing doesn't really work because you start off slow with the dash anyway. God, this fucking game, guys. I really hope that Tron Bonne is not as bad as this. I have a feeling it's going to be worse, though. I know, like, Tron Bonne is, like, a valued game, but I don't know if it's because it's rare, or because it's good, or because of both. But I have a feeling that it's because it's rare, and not that it's because it's good. Oh, I was gonna say Guacamelee is a good game that didn't get a sequel, but I mean, by the time you guys see this, that sequel might be out. But it was announced recently. But you guys won't see this video for a very, very long time. So, same with Ori, but Ori and the Blind Forest, but that one's getting a sequel as well. Ori was a great game. The only thing that annoyed me about Ori and the Blind Forest, I don't know if they patched this because I know there's like another edition of it. God, like it's so unfair that these enemies move normal speed and I can't. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? The only thing about Ori and the Blind Forest was, Jesus, there's so many of them. Come on, give me a fucking break. And then endless comboing. Was that there was like one portion of the map that like I had gone through a little bit quickly and was like, oh, I'll come back and explore it later. And at the end of the game, you were locked out of that area. So I couldn't 100% it. I had like 99 or 98% or something like that because I was missing one or two things in that little area. And that pissed me off because I don't often enjoy games enough for me to 100% them. And for that to be one that I really wanted to, and to be like permanently blocked from being able to complete it, that really bothered me. But it was a great game. I want to say that they patched it in the later editions, but like in the Game of the Year editions and stuff. But I'm not 100% sure about that. If you do know, just leave it in the comments. I'd be interested in knowing, because I know that I will forget by the time I finish recording and editing all of this stuff. But one day I will see that you guys posted it, and then I'll have my answer. Rogue Legacy is another great game that doesn't have a...
I'm reading 4 medium-sized reaver bots in the room
Alright,
ahead
let's
of
check
you.
this other room.
Move carefully. Maybe they won't notice you.
Rogue Legacy is another great game that needs a sequel. That game was fucking fantastic, especially on the Vita. It was just quality stuff. I'm one of the few people I know that actually has a Vita, and the Vita is an awesome system. It's a shame that it didn't do so hot with, can I lower the, what's this, item data? Alright. It's a shame it didn't do so well. Yeah, let's drain the water. Because it was an excellent piece of equipment. It actually was like my go-to system for indie games until I got my Switch. And even so, I kind of, if I can get a game on the Vita, any game that I can get on the Vita, I will. Just because like the display is so beautiful on that thing. I have like a first-gen Vita, so it's like the picture quality is a little bit better. Like I got my Vita like a few days after it came out. And then like even just the exclusives on it, like the Uncharted on that game is like quality. Much better than Uncharted 1. Maybe not to the heights of 2 and 4, but it's still good. And just like the portability. The only thing is like I don't know why Sony shot themselves in the foot with the proprietary memory cards. Even now, like years on, the system is not doing really well. They have no plans for it, and they still, like, the memory cards still cost an arm and a leg. And one thing I don't get is, like, when the PSP came out, a ton of, like, third-party people made, like, adapters and stuff. Because the PSP also used, like, Sony proprietary cards. But you could get, like, in mine, I have an adapter where it's, like, actually, I can probably just show you guys it. Yeah, give me a second, I'll show you guys. Because I have it here, right next to me, for my PSP. I think the battery's dead on this thing because I haven't turned it on in maybe a month or two. I don't use my Vita, or my PSP too much anymore. I used to use it all the time back in the day, but... So I have this thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like an adapter, and you slide in two micro SDs, one on each side, and, sorry, going off camera there. And you can use that instead, and I think that cost me like, I don't know, like $10, 20 at the most. I can't remember paying more than that, but I can use any that I want. The only thing is you have to kind of pair them up, so like if I take one of those out, it'll kind of fuck it up. But micro SD cards are, you know, dime a dozen these days, so that was a huge savings for me. And I wish that someone would have put something like that out for the Vita. Because, like, even for my Vita library, like, the only way that I can install new games is to uninstall one. So for every game that I put on there, even just, like, not new games, just the collection I already have. And I don't own too many physical copies of games. I own a physical copy of Rayman. I own a physical Rayman, I can't remember if it's Legends or Origins. I think it's whichever one was first. And a physical copy of Uncharted, and a physical copy of the two Danganronpa games, the first two. Alright, give me a second, guys, we'll see this. But I don't normally buy physical copies of games because of living overseas. Like, I know that one day I'm going to have to carry everything with me back home, and it's just more of a hassle than it's worth. I was trying to shoot my gun, but I forgot I unequipped it. So I'm very choosy about which games I buy physical copies of, especially for my portable systems, just because it's so much easier to get digital copies of stuff. The only part that kind of bums me out is that one day I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna have, like, I'll be able to have like a game room, hopefully, but I'll have nothing to put in it because everything I own will be digital. Like, I'll have my NES games and my Nintendo 64 games and my collection of PlayStation 1 games and all that stuff, some PS2 and stuff. Everything basically that I got before I moved overseas. But, like, I look at game rooms on, like, some of the video channels I watch, like GameStack or Metal Jesus Rocks or stuff like that, Nintendo, and I'm like, oh man, it would be awesome to have, like, a room like that, but I'd have to rebuy everything. And then that's not counting that, like, a huge majority of my games are on PC, and all of those games are obviously digital. I don't know many people that buy, besides like retro games, I don't know many people who buy physical copies of PC games these days. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is not a fun battle. It's not interesting. It's not exciting. It's just boring. Like, I'm literally just holding down fire, move, and target. And they can't hit me. And this fight, it's fortunate that I can hit them. I'd rather have this kind of fight than the boring kind. Or the frustrating kind, I should say. This is the boring kind. But it's just like, there's no challenge in this. It's not interesting. They did not know how to strike a balance in this game. Like, whoever designed these
I'm reading what
boss
looks like
fights
a
and
key,
stuff
Mega
did a
Man. Do you
terrible
see it?
job in this game. Water key 1. Alright, let's see here. Go through here. One of the things I would like to do when we eventually move back to the States or Canada, my wife is Canadian, I'm American. One of the things that I would like to do is build an arcade cabinet. I've always wanted to do that, but like in Korea, the houses are so small that it's not really a viable option. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go back and raise the water level here. Let me double check. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to go raise the water level. I'll be right back, guys. I don't need you to watch me going there, so.
Fighting robots, Mega Man!